Back again, and today I'm doing a get ready with me, and this is going to be featuring Sleek Length's hair. As you can see, I do have a closure in. This closure is from another company. I've had it a very long time, but I really wanted a closure for this hair. I think because it is so straight and so sleek, I want to be able to, you know, do something like this. The flip over method y'all saw, it was working, but it wasn't, like, so I just decided to do this. I did go ahead and trim the hair. I remade the wig, so this hair is now hot glued onto this cap, and this cap has the closure that was already on it. It's not, like I said, it's not from the same company or anything. It blends really nicely together. The Sleek Length's hair, of course, is a lot softer than this hair, but it's working out so far. I just bumped a little bit of curls in it, as you're gonna see in the video. I didn't really do too much, but for this hair, I love the way it's just really flowy, and with a little bit of bumps in it, looks really natural for me. I'm also wearing Spoiled by Bee's Chroma Cremestick and Purpalatta. I reviewed this before, and I'm gonna leave my review for this company down in the description box below. So as you can see, it's like a purple. It's a purple color, and it has like really small glitters in it, but it's very, I mean, it's very bold, it's very different, and I really love this lip color. And I did a little bit of purple in the eyes just to bring it all together. I just really like purple on me, and I really want to pull this back out to show you guys. So yeah, all the I will have all the makeup that I used in the video and in the description box below. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section below. So I just want to say, for the comment section, if you have any questions that you have, can you please phrase them in a way that I can understand, like, what you're trying to say. I've had some questions that I haven't answered just because I don't understand what you're saying. Like, I don't know, some people have gotten attitudes about it, but it's not that I'm being funny. I really don't understand what you're saying, and I really want to answer your question better. But yeah, like I said, I'll have all of the information down in the description box below. And if there's anything that I did not include, please let me know, and I will definitely go ahead and do that for you guys. I am still new at this, so I do leave out some things, or I don't answer questions as great as I should. So please let me know if you have any questions about anything. And yeah, so let's get to the video. So here's my face. If you haven't seen it, there you go. I like to moisturize a little bit before I put on my primer, and I use the Becca Ever Matte Poreless Primer Perfector. This stuff can really get dry. It reminds me of the Milk of Magnesia, so you really want to moisturize before using this. I use the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion before I do anything else. It just gives the potion enough time to just sit on my face and like really set into my eyes. And I did my brows off camera. It just took too long. I just really don't want you to have to sit through that. If you want me to do a tutorial on it, let me know. So I go with the Tartlette and Bloom palette. Smartypants is just a skin tone color that helps me blend out my shadows, and this palette I use like every day. It's definitely my favorite right now. Sweetheart is a nice, like, really soft pink color, and I wanted this to be gradient from the inside out, so I'm just starting with the lightest color. So I went in with Rockstar because I wanted to go ahead and darken up the outer corners and the crease before I went in and did some more detailing with the lid color. and make sure that you blend. Blending is so important to an eyeshadow look. I promise. Like, this is what makes you better as a makeup artist or just doing makeup on yourself in general. Blending. So here I went in with the Rebel from the same palette. It's like a more of a pinker tone. It's just like I said, I'm trying to do the gradient effect from light to dark on the outside, and I just go ahead and continue to blend. And you'll see me continuously add some of the lighter pinks on my lid just so it stands out a lot more. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight my brow bone, and Flower Blossom is kind of like the lightest like skin tone color. So my camera ended up dying on me, but you see that I have black on my eyes there. I did like a little wing. I'm trying to practice. So for my foundation, I'm using my Beauty Blender to put on my Fit Me Matte and Poreless. So the 330 Toffee Caramel I've had before, and then they have a newer shades that came out. And Spicy Brown I got in an influencer box. So I've noticed that both of the colors separate don't really work for me, but together they like the perfect color. So I really have loved to mix these lately. And I don't use a color corrector on my dark spots. I just like to, you know, really just put a little bit more on my cheeks, and I really make sure that it's really blended and sits into my skin with the Beauty Blender. I really make sure that it's gonna stay. So my favorite concealer of all time is the LA Girl Pro Conceal. This is in the shade Fawn, and this stuff is just great. Like, I have so many backups to this. I'm just always cautious because I just don't ever want to run out. And I like to do like kind of a reverse contour, especially when I'm doing like bold looks, to really make my cheekbones pop. And I go ahead and blend that out. And my Beauty Blender, when it comes to my face makeup, has been like a lifesaver. It makes my application so much more fast. Like, as you're gonna see, I use this for a lot of important steps in my skincare. Not my skincare, my makeup. Lord Jesus. So next I want to set my face with the Dermablend powder. This is a translucent powder. It does say original on the packaging or whatever, but it's translucent. And this stuff really sets. Like, people talk about the Laura Mercier. I haven't tried it and I do want to try it, but Dermablend is honestly works just fine, and it's a lot cheaper. You get your bang for your buck on this. So while that is baking a little bit, I take my Covergirl Ebony bronze and I go ahead and bronze my face up. When I first bought this, I thought it was like too dark for me, but it bronzes up the face so nicely. Like, I recommend this for any chocolate sister. Like, this stuff is bomb. And so to contour a little bit, I take the dark brown eyeshadow by NYX and I just put that like on the back ends near my ears. It just really gives a nice little, you know, contour there. And I'm just going to go ahead and dust this powder off. And then I go in with my Soft Honey CoverGirl pressed powder, and this kind of just marries everything together. So I'm taking that same Wet n Wild pencil that I use on the top and go on the bottom. And I don't do this like extra neat or anything because I'm going to smudge this out. So I'm taking Rebel that I use like on the middle part of my eye. I'm doing that just to, you know, smudge that out a little bit there. And this brush from Morphe is like so perfect for this. It's so comfortable. It doesn't irritate my eye at all. And that says a lot because, I mean, my eye is so sensitive. And this is Manna Kadar's eyeshadow in Fantasy. I use it as a highlight. I got this like in my last Ipsy bag, I think. And I was like, oh, this is cute. When I say this stuff is amazing, like the pigmentation is so nice. And this is not wet. This is just what it looks like. I mean, to die for. So I go ahead and I use that same highlight on the tops of my cheekbones there. It's like on camera, it does not do it justice. It really doesn't, because it's so pretty. It's not like one of those pow highlights, but it's a definite everyday highlight for me. And I'm taking Roller Lash from my mascara. I didn't put on any falsies. Like, as you can tell, my eyelashes are really like long right now because I got eyelash extensions in school maybe 2 weeks ago. So I don't really have to do any, you know, falsies or anything. Like, these are great. And this is from a girl who just did it for the first time. So she did a really great job. Then I'm taking Spoiled by Bees, Chroma Cream Stick, and Purpalatta. I reviewed this company a while back, and I will leave that video in the description box down below. But I really wanted to pull this Chroma Cream Stick back out because it's just so beautiful. And this lipstick is so comfortable. Like, you see those glitters, they just pop. I mean, pop. And that is the makeup look, guys. Cute. Yeah, I was kind of feeling myself here, so social media time, you know, had to get a little snapping in. So I'm gonna go ahead and take this little bandana off. I had just finished making the wig like the night before, and I tried to get the closure to sit down flatter. This closure is from an AliExpress company. I have to look it up to see what the name is, but it lasted me almost like 2 years. So this hair is like really bomb. I'm just gonna gel down my little edges here. And the elastic band on this is kind of loose. Like, this is like an older wig that I had. I just hot glued the new hair on it. So I have to tighten up that elastic band that's there. So I have to keep pulling it up, which is really annoying. So that's kind of my fault. So I'm taking the same Fawn concealer that I've used, and I take another brush. This brush is way too big for this job, and I figured that out very quickly. So here's a smaller brush. Just gonna put the concealer in. I'm gonna try to blend it out with my finger a little bit. So after putting the concealer, I'm going to set this with the same brown pressed powder that I use for my face, just so the color won't go anywhere. And that works beautifully for me. So I'm just kind of brushing it out to see what I want to do. I washed the hair, and the closure is more of a body wave texture than the sleek lengths hair is. So I want to bump a little bit of curls a little bit. Like, I want a little bit of wavy where it matters. So I did it towards the bottom, just a little bit here. I only did it like to this bottom section. I was going for like a really effortless like type of wave pattern. Like it looks like you did something, but you really didn't. That's the kind of look that I actually like. And I went and did it to the top where the closure is. I love when my hair isn't doing too much, but like the front layers kind of curl back a little bit. So just a little bump in it. Subscribe to my channel and everything like that, and I can't wait to see you guys in my next video.